Welcome, Design Scouts. Let's talk about art, baby. Let's talk about how I see it. Okay, that was odd. I will give my thoughts on what I see as art and how art is made, so grab your cup of coffee, tea, or a glass of something refreshing, and I'll just start this topic while I'm attempting a new car design sketch, which for some might be considered art. Having an inclination towards drawing, the first thing that pops in my mind while thinking of art is something visual, but clearly it is not just about that. Art can be anything that reaches us through our senses. The eyes are just the ones that support the sense which gives us the most information. And if I think about it, hearing is predominant because it is active even when we have our eyes closed. But the eyes gather more complex information altogether. So I will touch on the first thing that popped into mind when trying to define art, and that would be having contrasts. Contrasts that shock or surprise, that no one would have thought it can go good together. In general, you'll find this in music with beats you wouldn't expect to associate with other voices or genres than the usual music you were used to hear them on. In photography, you would find this as a contrast in the subject's expression compared to its surroundings, or a very unusual alignment or condition that you wouldn't expect to encounter that often in a place you photograph. In painting or drawing, there is the contrast of the technique used and the choice of subject. In cooking, there is the contrast of using unusual ingredients to slightly bring the final taste to an amazing experience. And I will give here the lamest example, because I'm not an expert in cooking, I just cook occasionally. But I love pizza Hawaii, the one with pineapple. Some friends laugh at me when I order something like this, but that pineapple gives just the right amount of fruity sweetness that it deserves. I don't know, am I the only one who likes that? If there are any of you out there who like pizza Hawaii as much as me, please comment below. Of course, there is more to it, but I just touched this point of contrasts now. And at a point we will obtain all the possible combinations that have the characteristics of true art, using all combinations of these ingredients. It is not that we will end the possibilities of creating art, but we will niche down our creations. True art is also, in my opinion, the first instance of a style. As much as that style is reproduced, it becomes common and it loses crowd interest, and it doesn't give the creation the true original vibe. The original creation has that vibe thanks to the connection to the author who envisioned that style in the first place. It shows the artist's uniqueness and also has a soul, whereas all the copies of that style can be good, but would definitely miss a soul. In my opinion, it is okay to copy a technique, but give it something new, combine it with something that is yours, bring it in contrast with something new and unusual. Otherwise, we could have clean good works, following all the rules that have proven to be successful and of good taste, but it becomes mainstream and, in all its perfection, it will not stand out like art, but like a very good work piece or skill. And of course, skill is important, especially when someone has reached a point of mastery that can't be yet reproduced by a program or artificial intelligence. But what can you say about work that currently is rivaled by programs? And here I'm emphasizing what I said earlier about true art having a soul. Yes, it can be copied by a program or an artificial intelligence, but you can feel a true artist's emotions in the art he made. Maybe it is so because of its imperfections, because a human mind touched it. You can see the intention, you can get some thoughts in the mind of the artist that his work was not intended to show, but it is there. Maybe I'm going too deep with this explanation, but I think this is because a bond is made between you and the artist at different frequencies and passing time and dimensions. The art is just there to trigger that bond. The rest of the emotions are in fact happening unconsciously between you and the artist, like a friendly talk in another dimension. You would not find a pleasant interaction with a machine. In fact, the works produced by machines let you alone, because there isn't anyone out there in the other dimension to talk to. Too deep? Okay, let's continue with another thing that helps me identify true art. Facts. Not all the people have good taste. There are those few who can distinguish true art from kitsch, and this comes with education, experience, and principles. Let's admit it. The majority of people don't care about beauty and art, or if they do, they would go for the extremes and call that beautiful or artsy. They get easily impressed by something very colorful or very obvious, very loud, very big, very something. Being validated by those few tells something about that work, at least that it has good taste. And that is a beginning point of analyzing and identifying true art. Also, art is definitely not the same for the ones who know to distinguish it from poor work. People are different and have their unique way of envisioning the world around them. It has happened to me often that I find some object that by itself was not that impressive, but in another context, bundled with something or in a perfect location would really increase the value of it. In the end, things that we consider poor work might not be meant to exist by itself, but as an ingredient to something bigger, especially if it brings contrast to that. Getting now back to my sketch, I see this as that ingredient. For a complete work I would need to take this idea, refine it, show more perspectives of it, envisioning a more complete project car. The uniqueness sits not in the technique used, but in the character of the car you envision. Even if I make mistakes in the proportions or the perspective, I try to leave you with the image of the car that I imagined. You can get this from the lines that simulate shapes, which if you think about it are just bends, edges or cuts in metal sheet or whatever material the body of the car is made from. For me, true art is scarcity, something made in limited amount or one of a kind. Again, not saying that my sketches are art, but this is the reason I'm not drawing something that is already created. The machines or a fancy program can do that. At least I want to share some design ideas. So I think I'm finishing my sketch by now and wanted to add something very important. Can you guess what that could be? I want you to click that subscribe button. It will help me a lot and encourage me to create more videos like this or even better. That being said, I salute you. See you in the next one.